na for nothing. We all na mortal man and we get good. SaLone man, if we want make SaLone, we for change we attitude. SaLone man, if we want make SaLone, we for change we attitude. Na for nothing, we all na mortal man and we get good. So let we left Congo Sahel and for bad that we come small days. If we sabi wasan, we go eat na big man the pan. For catch big man and I can't down. No today, all till done. Tomorrow where you go get after, and where you big man and you get. So let we left Congo Sahel and for bad that we come in there.
If you having credit problems, I feel bad for you, son. 1,000 problems, but a car rank 1. Wills for sure, got me back in the car. Leasing with my credit, I was like, ah man, forget it. Who would've thought I'd be accepted and more? But now I got the keys, I feel so pleased. All types of cars, Fiats, Minis, Renaults, you know, boom, boom, let's go. Wills for sure, car leasing for every credit score.
So Nikki, you're a winner.
Yeah, I've won 3 times now.
Wow, is that all through Lifestyle Bids, right?
That's right. So first I won the Music Awards, which was in London. Then I won the boxing match, which was in Cardiff. All I had to do was bid 83 pence for that. And then the music festival, which was in California.
And the private jet?
Yeah, made me 3 mates on that too.
So I think it's definitely safe to say that Lifestyle Bids works for you.
Oh yeah, Lifestyle Bids definitely works for me.
So don't just dream it, bid it. Go to lifestylebids.com and let the adventure begin.
But dreams come slow and they go so fast. See how when you close your eyes, maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely die. Oh, oh. Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Oh.
I am and I will. I am Ahmed Sesay from the Health Show Partnership Program. It's World Cancer Day on February the 4th, 2020. So what are we going to do about it? I am a wife, mother, and a sister. I am a nurse with a special interest in cancer and palliative care. And I am a game changer. So join us on Saturday, the 7th of March for the 2nd Annual Cancer Conference. There will be speakers talking about prostate, breast and cervical cancer, myth busting and looking at cancer from a traditional and religious perspective. You would walk away saying, I will get smarter, I will get screened, I will eat healthily, and I will create change. So let's work towards a brighter and healthier future. I am and I will.
Hello,
The changes continue. The innovations continue. As Female in Sierra Leone, United Kingdom and Ireland branch presents Launching and Remembrance Day on Saturday, 14th March 2020 from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Denmark Hill Community Centre, Blanchdown, London, SE5 8HL. This auspicious event will honor and remember rebel war victims, Ebola victims, victims of flooding, mudslide victims, victims of violence, and victims of knife crime. So, do come and be part of a worthy cause. The Female in Sierra Leone UK Launching and Remembrance Day, Saturday 14th March 2020 from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Denmark Hill Community Centre, Blanchdown, London, SE5 8HL. Female in Sierra Leone, United Kingdom and Ireland branch. Indeed, Sierra Leone will rise again.
I pledge my love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone. I vow to serve her faithfully at all times. I promise to defend her honor and good name. Always work for her unity, peace, freedom, and prosperity, and put her interest above all else. So help me God.
One day, oh yeah, mama. SaLone go better, mama.
Hey, let me pray for SaLone.
One day, oh yeah, papa. SaLone go better, papa. One day, make we pray now. SaLone go better, mama.
SaLone go better.
Pray for SaLone. One day,
He go better.
SaLone go better, papa.
He go better.
He go better, mama.
He go better. SaLone go better. He go better. SaLone go better. He go better. SaLone go better. He go better. I have a dream that one day the ethnic groups of Sierra Leone, Limba, Loko, Timni, Adinga, Fula, Kono, Mende, Iyo, Kuranko, Inti, Yaloka, Bali, Shabo, Soso, Kru, will put their bodies in my side and say, Sierra Leone must rise. I have a dream that one day children and youths will be happy to say Sierra Leone is getting better.
SaLone go better, mama.
This is the prophecy, and I must live to see the testimony. Sierra Leone will rise again. The roaring lion will roar again. We raise up our hearts and our voices go high. Hills and valleys will echo a cry. Join me sing this song if you believe in me vibes. Sierra Leone go rise again. Ooh. Sierra Leone go rise again. Sierra Leone will rise again. The roaring lion will roar again. Raise up our hearts and our voices go high. Hills and valleys we echo a cry. Join me sing this song if you believe in me vibes. Sierra Leone go rise again. Ooh. Sierra Leone go rise again. Mama used to say, sweet SaLone. Grandmama used to say, Kinjimi bonga sweet. Papa used to rise up early in the morning, bubble and hustle. We used to play in the fields, no guns, no dagger. Hey, no one kill another. Authentic love overflowing how we blow. Each time when I and I raga, but jungle days have come. No man, no one see another man go swagger. Youth must have been brother man, now him back. Mama SaLone, why we living in the dark? We going rough like hope is lost, but I know there is a light at the tunnel. But you and I feel make a change, and the lions will roar again. If you and I could make a change, Mama SaLone will rise again. Oh, Sierra Leone will rise again. Oh, Sierra Leone will rise again. Sierra Leone will rise again. The roaring lion will roar again. Raise up our hearts and our voices go high. Hills and valleys we echo a cry. Join me sing this song if you believe in me vibes. Sierra Leone go rise again. Ooh. Sierra Leone go rise again. Become again the artists of West Africa. Sierra Leone go rise again. Light to the world from the west coast of Africa. Sierra Leone go rise again. It's a prophecy and I do believe it. Sierra Leone go rise again. If you don't believe it, you got to believe it. Sierra Leone go rise again. Chant it to the world so the whole world will know. Sierra Leone go rise again. Americans, Australians, Asians and Europeans. Sierra Leone go rise again. Tell them, make them know that Sierra Leone go rise again.
Sierra Leone, 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 Sierra Leone.
I am a born Sierra Leonean. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I am a born Sierra Leonean. Said I'm in love with the green, white and blue. I am a born Sierra Leonean. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I am a born Sierra Leonean. Said I'm in love with the green, white and blue. Sweet Mama SaLone, thank you for giving birth to me. Since my first days on earth, you nurtured and nurtured me. Left you a long time ago and went on to Babylon. Now I have returned, so you the land where I was born. Unless one know where they coming from. One can never get to where they want him to go. No doubt I'm here, sweet Mama SaLone. Oh please come and show me the way. I am a born Sierra Leonean. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I am a born Sierra Leonean. Said I'm in love with the green, white and blue. I am a born Sierra Leonean. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I I am a born Sierra Leonean. Said I'm in love with the green, white and blue. To Lion Mountain, the sound is well due. How pleasant it is to rise the green, white and blue. Happy will I be to see her dreams come true. Peace just prevail, no more setting curfew. Family united, yes I really love you. Always keep by your side just like crazy glue. If you don't sail away, me wouldn't know where if you do. After so much pain, my people gone through. So don't Sierra Leone and come for liberate you. And what's from my mouth are righteous and true. I am a born Sierra Leonean. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I am a born Sierra Leonean. Said I'm in love with the green, white and blue. I am a born Sierra Leonean. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I am a born Sierra Leonean. Said I'm in love with the green, white and blue. Sweet mama SaLone, a new day is dawning. Open your ears and listen. A lot will be said that only glisten. So don't be fooled by their meaningless words, but judge them, judge them by their previous words. Open your eyes and see, smoke will be blown to blow your sight. Look deeper, your true lover you will see. Remember that the more things change, they will always remain the same. I am a born Sierra Leonean. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I am a born Sierra Leonean. Said I'm in love with the green, white and blue. I am a born Sierra Leonean. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I am a born Sierra Leonean. Said I'm in love with the green, white and blue. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I am a born Sierra Leonean. Said I'm in love with the green, white and blue. I am a born Sierra Leonean. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I am a born Sierra Leonean. Said I'm in love with the green, white and blue. I am a born Sierra Leonean. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I am a born Sierra Leonean. Said I'm in love with the green, white and blue. I am a born Sierra Leonean. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I am a born Sierra Leonean. Said I'm in.
Welcome to another episode of SaLone Tiday via Diaspora Voices. Kushe thank you. They are sorry for the time we will be on a small. But we will actually compensate to them from the views, the opinion, or the insights we will give them tonight. And I thank you very much and welcome across the world. As Pa Yamba don't say hello to them, me Alhaji Thonkla Pa Yamba, me I'm the host of the program, and I go pass the baton to the other host for tonight's program, where he said go introduce himself and talk to them. Family.
Hello, family. Una do this na una brother. Everything Ahmed Sesay, a familiar face with Diaspora Voices as well. We're there this evening for inform and learn from Una as well, and for share information with a better we country. So we dey hope for very civil discussion, hopefully non-partisan, straight objective talk. And we look forward to a meaningful contribution. Once again, Mina Ahmed Sesay.
So thank you, family. Tonight's program we do a bit of alter because of for Naya, but one of the panel no come. So therefore we'll do a bit of readjustment. We could give a quality presentation of tonight's program. So one of the items for tonight's program, about very important something Africa we all in the across the world. This sudden decision from the government for ban brothers and sisters them for change the dollars as alone. This is a sudden decision we have to say for back on certain avenues for more decision. One of them na consultation. So but we will know what's in the rationale behind it. And the second item na the mining issue between the government of Sierra Leone and SL Mining and Losar is another great national issue because all the issue they are talking about employment. And Sierra Leone we are hungry for employment. So if you see this they come out where they are threatening employment, I feel say that on its own, looking at the country in shape at the moment, the future is bleak because now all will get employment now will pay tax and feed the government the policy them because now the government get money now even for implement the policy the way it be done table for pursue. But if they are talking about employment and so if employment not a threat to national development, but we will actually embark on a collective conversation and opinion more see how far we will take this issue. So the third item of the program, my brother when one of the host of the program go also tell on for tonight's program.
Famulem, if you can recall, on Thursday, the 28th of February, last month, the National Civil Registration Authority issued a press release. They say in that press release, say they intend for the voter registration confirmation and also they urge registrants them for participate because only those people them we don't register and confirm go eligible for vote. Now the upcoming local election and the subsequent general and presidential elections. It will bring a whole lot of issue where the political parties, the citizens, them being questioned whether they're within their mandates. So we can discuss the legality of that press release and as well within our role as citizens when the issues here they come up. So we they ask people then for actually go through just jog their memory back last month. The press release still there around social media for let them see exactly what we try for say. But I mean, for reminding the press release was issued on the 20th of February by the Secretariat of the National Civil Registration Authority. So that's now one of the topics we'll get for delve into tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sesay. So before we progress, I would like to welcome we follow us then on Facebook. We'll get we Mufti Sheikh Shuaib Jallo, welcome, and we'll get brother Ibrahim Kataman, Mr. Kataman, you're welcome as well, and we'll get Mr. Muhammad Lamrana Jallo, welcome brother. We'll get William brother Fetam again, we then call Mr. Ochicha. Ochicha, thank you very much and welcome. And we'll get we beautiful sister, the diligent sister, she's always there to support, Mrs. Zadab Sharif Bangura. You're welcome tonight, sister. And we'll also get my daughter, powerful lady Khadija Bangura. It's welcome for tonight's program. And we'll get again Mr. Alfred Kamara inside the watch. Welcome, Alfred. We'll get Alex Mo Banks, and we'll get peaceful Alan K. Kamara, Mr. Arun Papi inside the watch tonight. Welcome and thank you for following. So now we hit the ground running. Mr. Sesay and Mr. Pa Yamba did. What's in our book with dissect now? That the wisdom,
of course, yes.
The wisdom behind for not to that they don't even notice. So there's no notice. Say okay, at least anything like this, the gravity of the dictionary is very huge. So I feel say a notice on its own for be fine for preparing guys there. Because these guys, some of them, they start with $10, they don't even bomb itself. Some they have, I know they very well, some don't need it for 30, 40, 50 years, they are changing dollars. All of a sudden, one great communique, They say, when I stop today, the 2nd of March, no more change of dollars. That it caused a lot of people. People then they rely on change those dollars for feeding picking them, for pay school feeding picking them, for even the welfare for the family, for it. So all of a sudden there's no consultation, neither any notice. All of a sudden say no, that's it. 2nd of March, no more change of dollars. And the wisdom, how this decision came about, I feel say a country where they struggle for employment. There's a huge amount of young men and women who they change dollars. They all don't go underground. No more change of dollars. I feel say there should be another avenue where we don't pursue, where we don't resolve to a better amicable solution for help brands instead continue for change of dollars there. But at least it's a one settled sense. What is our opinion towards this matter?
Well, I just want get the record straight.
Yeah.
They're not banned with brother them, not for change dollar.
Yeah.
Waiting the government say,
yeah.
I know they justify the decision. I just want straight the record.
Yeah.
They say only licensed foreign exchange bureaus.
Okay.
Now them for change dollar.
Yep.
Okay.
So if brother then want, in other words, if they want, then get for license as a foreign exchange bureau.
Okay.
Now the question is, waiting at the prerequisites.
Well, that's something
for register.
Yeah.
For make you register, you get for get an established company.
Okay.
When you get an established company, you get for put a deposit at central bank. To a certain amount and not a small amount. I know one called because they're still in review. But for the previous one, you need up to $22,000.
Wow.
I know say don't come down small, but you have to deposit some money. Then 2, you get forget insurance.
Yeah.
And the insurance, now bond. It can be a bond. They not necessarily get for be physical cash. And then you forget a premises where approved. In other words, you forget a safe, you forget all things before Bank of SaLone issue you the license. So the question now is whether this law targets Freetown, because me I still believe say then kind lawyer, if only the minister go Bamoy Luma on a Thursday night and see the nature of transaction where they go on between Bamoy Luma, where the Malian trucks, the Guinean trucks, from all the way people that they come out from Senegal for Camp Bamoy Luma, then they only trade in one currency, and that is the US dollar. So this is the point, whether you expect for a foreign exchange bureau midnight, person they come, just they can left in goods to go for operate during that same day. That is my point. So I did let you talk, I did reserve my opinion first, but I just want to prepare the ground say it is not like a ban say for trading dollar.
Yep.
Government is saying that you have to establish an entity where then go certify and give license.
Yep.
And then you get for tax, then get for tax you for doing. So the point is now whether the bulk of people that we don't seek employment by this dollar go meet this criteria and what implication we get in the economy. Mind you, this is not the first time the SLPP Tijan Kabain government, in fact, they introduced the legislation where warrants foreign exchange bureau for legalize.
Okay.
In no work. The APC try a similar, they not ban people from doing, but APC encourage people then for let them open bureau and sell at a competitive fixed price. In other words, then they sell at a cap price where the bank the cap. Waiting can happen now. The rates can twist. The bank they sell higher than the black market, so then be abandoned that. So what this now going to the extreme criminalizing people them with the pedal dollar, whether it's appropriate at this time.
Yes, sir.
That is just my foundation.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Sesay, make I also just add up on what you don't say. I think I go beg for differ small because I mean say as in a ban. Because if you count draconian measure instantaneously, where they deter people of carry on the normal what they do, somebody they go say buy komoto, but they put laws where they reject it from the market. So this is the indirect ban. because the conditions they are so draconian. It highly for some of them this petty that's for bitter. So therefore, now indirect ban. Now some people say this is
no, it's a deterrent.
Yes, it is. So and therefore, you know, I know if they shot a gravity dish where they were before they take them. One thing would have embarked on consultation. 1 year consultation. More know the consequences of stopping them guys from changing dollars. This black market don't exist for decades. Not so. So if you can't say they can't criminalize them, all of a sudden it gets huge amount of ripple where they cut across. Not so. As I say, the thing one again for enforcer because not all the friends are the $10. Kedema, Bo, Kailao, Losar, Makini, Kono, all the $10 there. I go enforcer. I go for this policy. And besides this, it also encourage for underground black market. Not so. If the government for us say, okay, listen, gentlemen and ladies, at the count of condition, any $100 wanna change, wanna pay tax. When I do a certain way, where would they implement the policy small, say Oma don't get used to them. But if you just got to instantly say, that's it, these are the conditions, if you meet them, you carry on. You don't meet the carry on. This a country where you get severe amount of unemployment. And these guys are self-employed. And if one gets money from them, more engage them and sit down with them, say, guys, we are losing money. We as a government, we need revenue. We now go pay certain amount of tax every month, regardless how much you change. Most of that, as we carry on, so we trickle down the enforcement. Then just do it instantly. We, I feel say, enable 5 people. I say that's my opinion. Mr. I say that indirect man, Mr. Kamara. Over to you, sir.
Thanks very much, my fellow participants. And I feel say, as Ahmed say, we need a Yusuf confirm at the initial stage of this conversation. Say we need wisdom now from where we will deliberate and pass the message to the fellow Sierra Leoneans. To me, first and foremost, I believe say the law, whatever it is, it's too swift, unprecedented. To me, it come in at a time where we experience economic constraints at the country.
Absolutely.
And I feel say the way Sierra Leone they now, it did down economically, and in fact the economy they take a nosedive.
Yep.
This is very obvious, and I want just to re-echo within in our two talk. See this dollar exchange issue or whatever it is, or the fellow guy, the gentleman where they do onto this exchange rate business. They've been on there for over 2 decades, if I'm not lying, or even more. So then guys are this is not only about them, but this is about their contribution to the society. To me, I believe say in their own way that they contribute. I know so many guys away through the exchange rate, then they pay their rent in a free town, now they feed their family, but couldn't travel come to the diaspora.
Yep.
As a result of what they do.
Yeah.
And if they come to the diaspora, I feel say the remittance whether they do now Sierra Leone, it play a pivotal role towards the development of Sierra Leone. So therefore, if you just can't take a swift decision like this, a battering, it's very much devastating.
Yep.
Not only to the individual, but to the country itself.
Yep.
And now they only destroy the dollar guys, but also they affect Swahili guys. Then two they interwoven, then two group here.
Yep.
They very much interrelated. You understand? So a slap on this dollar guys, it affects the Swahili guys. So to me, Mr. Sesay and Mr. Bongra, if I make a just anger now small, then I will send them back to Mr. Sesay. May you self give you your contribution.
Well, actually, me, I get a mixed feeling.
Yeah.
At the way, the interest of the government and the interest of individuals.
Okay.
Whether the policy way then pass, they in favor of the general good of the nation, as opposed to a group of small people, as you mentioned, Swahili.
Okay.
Now that's how the way. Now, let me come from the government angle. Let me be the devil's advocate.
Okay.
Assuming I am in the government, I make this policy.
Okay.
The intent now for make sure say we control the dollar.
Yeah.
Now for make sure say we able account of the foreign exchange way governments they transact. So you pass this law. In a nutshell, if that go control the dollar, actually achieve the purpose,
Yep.
it's not bad.
That's right. That's right.
But waiting this law in essence, and I'm going to tell you from experience.
Yeah.
My experience tell me that the last time where SLPP, where the Tijan Kaba government passed this similar policy where they say all man for register foreign exchange bureau, the motive now for control the dollar, it not be achieved in purpose. Why? Because you don't, in essence, pull the dollar on the street, you don't care and go to bank. Now, if you want foreign exchange, you need for go to bank, and the bank can only give you, they know they give you more than $10,000.
Yeah, a limited amount that they give.
So now, waiting this don't up, waiting and don't do now, they don't empower the bank managers for let them self do black markets. I have to be honest and sincere. So then put biscuits na the bobo they mount na street.
Yes.
Then go put bread na the bank manager they mount.
Thank you very much.
You understand? Because
what?
now the bank managers they don't feel very powerful.
They
The
become very
only
powerful.
people they now who say they get dollar na the bank.
Yeah.
So if you go na bank you want $10,000 above 10, let's say I want $50,000. Normal circumstances, then they order goods, then they do remittance for you, either by letter of credit or by cash, but you get for produce an invoice if it's above $10,000, even if it's maintenance. Let's say are they London, are they Freetown, I want maintain my house na Milton Keynes. So I want send £20,000 for change my roof, new kitchen. Even that maintenance, I have to send invoice from the contractor because the money don't go above the $10,000. Yes?
Yeah.
So now, within that moment, the bank managers, then the bankers, then they pull the dollar from inside, then go sell another because now they're no more getting right now. You understand? So you know they yield dividend if the bank they're not able to make a way Aisatu and Khadija na Abacha.
Yeah.
Yei na Kono, Elizabeth na Moyamba,
Yeah.
where they sell na Liberia, the other way they go buy na China, we not even get foreign exchange accounts, but you need this dollar for go China. Yeah, you need this dollar for go Liberia for go buy, or Guinea. So the banks they not get the facility where then they go meet here in Abo or Kenima.
Yeah.
And tell and say we will give you $10,000 when you want them for export.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't use for go buy in dollar na border. Now when it go reach na border, now they able to exchange, able to change overnight. It go.
Yep.
So if you can't discourage this now, waiting will happen na Bo water side, Liberia border. So sister the border they when they go buy in a Liberia and come back. Waiting they happen na Pamalap. Waiting they happen na Bamoy Luma.
Okay.
When you don't come put this law, these regulations, where people are not able to meet the regulations. So in other words, how that will factor? Then let's say would that meet the regulation?
Okay.
Every bank is entitled to almost a platoon of securities. That's every bank forget not less than 20 armed SSD. That's SaLone. That is the banking license. The bureau them they get 1 or 2. Now, when we go put bureau na Cambia, Bamboy Luma, where the exchange, the money they transact na this, I kept saying Bamboy Luma because now there I don't see where
the huge,
money, a huge sums when $1 million, $2, $3 million they transact.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so the security aspect of getting 1 person or 2 license for change under, then the odd hours because you get license same way for open and close.
Yep. Yep.
So you go open and net way them would carry and come out Senegal, then want change the dollar and go back overnight and go back na border for cost na money. So all these constraints that they look.
Okay.
I say the government, first of all, I agree with me, brother.
Okay.
SaLone, we get this idea of giving notices
Instantly.
in a very short time.
Absolutely.
Because you get waiting the doctrine of reasonability.
Yeah.
Everything has to be reasonable in the eyes of the common man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I make even the notice of a house, they say not more than 21 days. not minimum 21 days. You know they give us in less than that. So if you want to give me anything for quit, just give me notice or make a wrap up. But if you say with immediate effect, and then you don't give me chance for do transition.
Exactly.
Because otherwise we will forget that we say we go get one license. You understand?
Put money together.
Let me come back to your point. It will make sense if government still want to do this policy, but they say now, let every any hawker get an Hackney license. You they get an ID. Where you they get from a foreign exchange bureau where they cost you like 1 million leo. That is tax.
Now tax.
Now upfront tax. So that license there you they end them.
That's solution.
Now anybody will not get them. Now street you know they sell not for buy and sell dollar. Then in the evening, so they make you returns to that give you license. I have a diamond license as a diamond exporter. I'm a diamond exporter and I sell you. And I have my license. My diamond license is $35,000. My license guarantee me 6 agents. 6 agents. So me agents them, me sub agents them what they give me license. When they don't go buy book anymore, when they come to me the license holder for export, and they give them book. So when I they export now under me name, then they log. So at the end, they don't know waiting me own license 3M diamonds. They don't know waiting we don't export for the year. So if this law now for ensure accountability, what they could have done is then for make Hackney license for all them people they hold in our streets forget license. Forget if now 1 million Leon safe. They no go tire forget. They go tire. You give them a picture they very distinct for anger. And then tell the public, tell the tourists, do not change dollar to anybody will not get that Hackney license, that badge.
Okay.
So that badge they expire January. So we they do them in every not so simultaneously. We they do them January to January. So if you go every month, I mean, then can make a 1.2. So if you go November, now only 800,000. If you go June, now 600,000. Now so you go do. So that's and the way the year done, we expect say everybody. So now 1 green check we get for make sure say. But if you do a random, every day the police then they go and check, harass them. This you don't expire. Give me money. Do you understand? To me, I did strike a mean where the government before because I hate to comment on issues when I don't know the policy behind that. Because mind you, the government failed the MCC, the Million Challenge Corporation, woefully because they're not qualified for the money for 3 reasons. The Million Challenge Corporation gets 3 indicators. They get 3 categories. Ruling justly, economic freedom, investing on people. Economic freedom, economic freedom meaning your economic policies them.
Therefore be liberal.
You understand? So if they feel say this move now for correct the economic policy, I would like to know further.
No, I mean,
you understand?
So can I step in, please?
Yes, please.
Because I'm more trying to get the dialogue here. Listen, one way I like for big carry on. That's why I like Mr. Sesay. You get wisdom. You are so intelligent. I'm proud of it. I told you, I say it's coming. It's the supranational. Now, family, this number be all a way for discuss them. Now they are called. We are the number for calling now 079 461 41369. I repeat, the number for calling now 079 461 41369. Listen, this program it excites me. It really make body shake. Now, this policy, for me, I say it's counterproductive. It is because we need to try to achieve one thing, they will create other devil. Other. These guys, they know the loopholes. Even me go to I get nobody call them. If you actually don't call, say listen, I don't come $1. It can't change for me because they don't use them as a customer. They are reliable and they're honest, and they already participate market here for decades. So all of a sudden, you make a draconian decision for getting rid of them when these are self-employed and we need employment. So if we as government or government have to make money, make them sit down with them gather, say listen, like what Mr. Sesay, let's create a way we will get revenue from the gather gradually. Now gradual process until then get to to the level we want. And again, in the case of Mr. Sesay, then in the case of I don't say they will pass them at all. No, because the justice system currently is questionable. That is true. If anyone, the family, let go no talk. The justice system at the moment is questionable, right? And I talk about what it and say, investors them. Where I don't say look at investors or internet investors, they get conditions when they set it, who are prerequisites. One of them are human rights. Second, the rule of law. Because if a country gets effective justice system, no say if they go invest in a country there, then go anybody want to dupe them, then go are responsible, they will get back their money. Yeah. So therefore, this is a condition where they only set. And they want to see the country, as Mr. Sesay, not only economic freedom, but they need the civil liberties for their court across the country. They will see it happen both openly. Not only say, oh yes, come on, let's take it. But no, they are for SAM. Right? They are for SAM. You see, so don't look at what happened at SaLone. We get pictures, they come out, they come, or see, these are putting up people. And again, come on, me honestly, me mind the bone, because I know what them guy they go through for $10. They didn't understand all day. They suffer. Go put food. Hello, caller. This is Diaspora Voices SaLone Tiday. Now that you talk, I also call from.
Yes, good evening, sir, and thank you very much for the program owner presents and Mina Kodis and Mr. Kaba.
Yes, sir.
And I'm so glad for the program owner the presents. And when they look at the issue of the dollar weight and their contribution in the Israeli economy.
Yes, sir.
So the time is when we outline the role where the people are they play. It's very great. We know there is a problem with the dollarization, but the problem is not with the dollar weight. I don't see why the government will go after that small one then. Why so many thousands of dollars for travel go around the world? Now dollar na in the take for travel go around the world. The money we spend it for travel go around the world. If we combine most of them together, it's far greater as what is the dollar weighted for within the turn of the world. When we look at the economic aspect, the country in development, we find out they don't have wage when they didn't have that. The poor brother, the winner one who deal, the one who also put them, the winner to get emergency travel. Believe you me, they're not being below for Sinaja, the Gula. Now then don't have wage there, and then they call in and they go. So they have some then in an expect to buy that dollar.
Absolutely.
So emergency they didn't silver. Right? So when you look at the role, if this role wouldn't be adequate, if it's not really important, when you look at the United Nations we talk about, so the informal sector of the economy, because the first time, the United Nations development, then they look at two areas, they look at how country, they look at how very low, and now they're realizing, one, the contribution of the diaspora, the money with the diaspora is, and second again, this informal sector of mass and of business. Then we are make a very big contribution to what the economy of the country. So as a result, we look at the people where they don't have where they play. Not for them, let's Mr. Sesay right later, Mr. Sesay Bangla right later. Some people they don't come to this country, right? Don't help people therefore come to this country. They don't come to this country. They don't develop their own business. So as a result, it's making a very big contribution. At this time, wherein we have Marampa mine, other mine in the old dog group, that is where Katla Pido, the this year. Also, everybody, if we decide we're going to travel to their own offices, there what of payment, they get for people money. As a result, silence the thing, and they increase the price of the dollar. Of 4% go underground. It was really and increase the price of dollar. So, especially after the economy, and say, let's hold on and go to the
Mr. Kaba.
I just want to stop here.
Okay, Mr. Kaba, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Your contribution is very much, is very important and is significant to what we do now. You see, waiting me they try for what do they strive for talk now? We three. You mention that point. They say then fellow then they play a very significant role in the development of Sierra Leone. No matter how little it is, they are doing something very good. Yeah. Hello, where are they call outside? They call me from? Hello. Hello, where are they call outside? They call me from, please.
Hello.
Hello, yes. What are they called? Which side they call me from? Which are your name?
My name is Safiatou Kamara. Safiatou Kamara.
Oh, thank you very much, Safiatou. Welcome. Yeah, go on and ask.
Yeah. I just want to ask Mr. Sesay if he say it's necessary for pull them boys then at the street where they change dollar, and not even boys they normally change dollar in the streets. We even get bad away, don't they, for 20, 25 to 30 years where they change. When the family, they all depend on this dollar when the family they change. Because some man want to change dollar, but because of work no day, so they try to empower himself for let he change and see how he will sort out the family.
Yeah.
So if they can't stop down there, I don't feel say a guy too.
Okay.
So what let me say, answer me, how is he down there?
Okay.
Oh, thank you very much. You see, I agree with you because my point is this is not the second phase. Okay. We only notice because it hits the Swazi boys, the Belgium, and the dollar boys. Yeah. But the most, to me, the one I feel more will not make sense to me now for banning business places, not for transacting dollars. Like you one instance. When I go free tongue, I go buy building materials. I don't take all thing I enroll me bill about $2,000. And then I pull dollar for pay. The Lebanese man say, no, we know they take dollar now. You know they take dollar. So at that map, I call one bobo where they change dollar. It can't with Okada. It changed for me. Wow. You understand? It changed right there, I pay. So I don't see reason why you don't ban that Lebanese man not for take dollar being encounter. Then you don't ban that bobo will be for can rescue him, not for take dollar. Yeah. So in other words, if I they go buy dollar, they lonely. I for take transport. I go to the nearest bureau. You understand? I for take transport go na the city. Yeah. If I not carry again, that man na lonely, don't lost. So to me, I'm not saying that. You see, I still support the dollar boys for change. My only take is if government wants accountability, then for go meet them at their comfort zone and give them license. Thank you very much. Then send the whole England in the early 86, 90. Yeah. You they go East Street, you put your stall, you begin selling at street. Yeah. You don't need license, you don't need no paper. You they go Peckham, you pull you car boots and call and car boots, you begin sell. Yeah. They not grab people, the waiting government do, they regulate them. Okay. They go meet you na your corner, they regulate and they give license, they give paper, they say go they pay. You understand? Yeah. So me own take government before go meet them as Swazi and give them accreditation. Okay. And begin take money from them. Yeah. So they able account to the government. But I don't support the idea, sister, and I believe say it counterproductive.
Yeah. Make I just help Mr. Sesay now, Auntie Safi. I feel say you very correct because this it destroy a family to a generation. Because furthermore, it increase crime rate. It increase crime rate because if them guys are not get job, it intensify the crime rate in the country. Absolutely. Because they don't get jobs. It need for feeding family. It need for putting people in a now.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, caller. What's that the call from? What's your name?
Hello, my name Naya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
first of all, I just want to say plenty thank you to my all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And so the new panelist, Mr. Sesay, thank you so much for your words of wisdom.
Absolutely.
And to the host, Mr. Thonkla Pa Yamba and Diaspora Voices team.
Thank you.
You see, it's not really a question I want to ask. I just want to add a little bit of my own little knowledge to this whole saga where they go on. I'm extremely worried about the country, you know, as any other person can be, based on things the way they go on right now. Is unimaginable, you know, because when governments they don't get policies and then deviate from democratic, you know, rule policies. So me, I'm not surprised for see all them things where they happen so.
Okay.
If we remember back, we were in a SaLone during the war. And some of the factors here they lead to that war. You know? Because if you they suppress and oppress people, they don't get no choice. They will end up for do the needful and will not go good for the nation as a whole. So this, like me, I don't even know who side they start, because this is just unbelievable. Those people are responsible and they contribute immensely to the economy, like how I don't say no more. Because you go to the bank there and say sometimes apart from the rates, they will tell you and say we'll not get enough dollar.
Oh yeah.
Or we not get enough currencies. Yeah, I mean that happened to me so many times. So stopping those people from contributing and doing the needful, and in a sense for your life, say they get a whole of families when they feed them, they get dependents them. So who's how they head for?
Thank you very much.
God really help with this pauper SLPP government.
Thank you.
It's a disgrace.
Thank
and
you.
It's fact, you know.
Thank you very much.
I very much like the chance to all the callers them ask them when they wait.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amata. As I say, 1 year away by my church, you're looking at from a legal point of view. You're looking at the threat to national security about stopping these guys or bring in policies where we deter them for carry for the normal business. If we say the condition the way they set, when the government set, then they will meet them. So therefore, they will actually push them out of the market. Who will go for a job? What job not?
Hello, caller. Would I call outside the call me from, please?
Hello, this is Jibril. My brother name they call.
Okay, you're welcome, Mr. Jibril. Go on.
Yes, I'm ready to call.
You know about Mr. Jibril. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm Mr.
Yeah, Jibril.
No more. Yeah. This thing I want to talk about, so understand this is not government for the past long term. Like what more I say, SLP don't pass and fail, APC pass and fail. This lawyer, Jamaican pass and Gambia since 2005 and he work.
Yeah.
Me 2005, I go Gambia. I'm not a restaurant. I eat. I win at net. I don't get no data. Say I go to the other. The guy, they don't own up. They say they don't dollar. Pass account with money. Pass I left as a pledge. I left the dollar as a pledge. I said next time because the dollar said to them. That's what I do. Understand them?
Yeah.
This one, I know the number. This one to me, now don't be fine because people can tell SaLone. Most of these money, the fake money, they pass through the guy there. Most of the fake money, they pass through the dollar bus and the Swazi place. Now they pass. The money laundering, and they pass. Understand? So if they stop and government, they lose a lot from them because they need pay tax. It's like a tax free. They don't tax free. They pay no tax, and they get a boku illegal bills and they only change. Or they pay tax. So the amount of dollars that only change a year is millions of dollars every year, and government they lose on that. And I mean even the banks they lose on that because people they're going to bank again. Not only for this guy they change to. What they change because of them are fake money, they change. They give me what they go there. Because only people they only go buy to them, even detect between the fake loan and the real loan. Now I make the money the value because of there's too much fake in the streets of Freetown. You need a boku, understand? For say that guy don't get job, just like this. Everybody creates a job for himself. I mean, say this student, you know me, I'll check on the CV, understand them. But put in the for wait for them forget money. But put in a day, wait for them forget money. to me, I don't see nothing very bad for now for stop the illegally. Yeah, that means stop a 100 day. It go on television and they pass the law. And they pass the law.
Okay.
Yeah, Jibril.
Mr. Jibril, thank you very much. Before I can this show, somebody bring the Gambia example.
Okay.
The Gambia example, with all respect, it failed woefully because the Dalasi devalued 13%.
Oh my God!
At that point, it devalued at 13%.
That's huge.
Yeah,
that was a huge. That's a way it criminalized.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So waiting the people that they do when you go na hotel now, then begin smuggle. Tell where Jamen left now, they left him. Till where Jamen left, you can go now na Kunde, they change dollar because they no say no work.
You no work now, you no be work.
You understand? Then two, I let forgive. I no rule out the
tax.
No, I not rule out the point say the currency they know the counterfeiter.
Yes.
But the government no cite fraud for do this so.
Thank you very much.
When the government they come to power, two important cliche.
Yeah.
They said bread and butter and fiscal responsibility.
Thank you very much, Mr.
They said
Sesay.
the government was fiscally irresponsible. The previous government.
But that's
so
what
they say then get fiscal policy.
They get the knowledge for fix the problem.
The first they can then ban all foreign exchange, not for use and a hotel safe. So in other words, you want tell me say, if me come up from England, I get me pounds, I can't go na Aberdeen, I don't have into money, I don't get Leos, they not for check me in. That is the point. Do you understand it? So
hello, caller, good evening. This now and that's our voices. Yeah, SaLone Tiday call. They have one of you and your name, please.
Hi, good evening.
Hello.
For our voices. This now call from.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Pope. Yeah, go
on. Good evening, sirs. Good evening, Mr. Ahmed Sesay, Esquire, Chief Thonkla Pa Yamba, and that's for our voices.
Thank you.
It's now a quick one actually. I want to report based on waiting in the talk in terms of stopping them bad they are as the street trading of dollar. I feel say as a responsible government and for government you're waiting them for don't do for stop this. This now we're going to say government if and drown, they don't get policies, they don't know waiting and they do money and then they lost certain things then they attack any side. They don't try this method like trial and error method. Waiting them for don't do that for as a responsible government on this particular side, therefore implement waiting and call monetary and a fiscal policy, wherein you go able to control how the currency is run at the state. But it is at the moment, probably the government don't see, they'll say, hey, what's the to the go you know waiting. Sometimes the inflationary period where they happen so now because of the street boys there. Don't implement that but because they don't get things in place. There's no need where the governments they look at them boys and the way they change the dollar, they're responsible with no family people that we don't gain at that business agencies or we come to the town. And you know, present governments, past governments, they may not do well on this street. Like where Mr. Sesay be talk, that's not a method for them. Let them give them, then Kate will say, okay, now let's call now into a meeting. Now this one implement because we are not there on this business for long. We want to put control measures on this business as opposed to I can't back no more they do this. But like I can say, when the governments they fail at certain things, they don't know to get people the way they implement proper things then. If they implement monetary or fiscal policy on this matter, it might work for them. But when they don't say they get economists, they get bank government or they get this like a way. Then like when somebody wants to think. You say, well, you know, it's not offensive to do something for us think. This is the only way. The economy they run well, they don't know how things they go, they don't know what that it costs to the Fed, they don't know what that is, what's in that. They don't tackle the demand and supply, they don't know what's in the cause of why the dollar goes so. Or they know probably they just give 10 years that the country or because they're not interested. So, I mean, like where one lady, they call her and say, and some of them suppression and oppression they have to cause and they trigger some people. Imagine that man only did that dollar business for over years, ages. You go pull on it. You don't use for good at that time. Count 20,000, 30,000 of money. So man, they not gently, but they run in family home based on that. And your business, and you pray. Then you go stop and tell me if that man is happy. And you don't create a way for him where it generates income.
That's the point.
It's very, very
That's the point. Mr. Pape.
So I will stop there because
thank you.
Let me.
Thank
you very much. Let me address the thread. And you see the thread they go. You see one thing we go make if we not change we attitude. When somebody give genuine comments about waiting the border in country, they say na partisan, na partisan.
Exactly.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Me for one, I'm an APC operative. But before I be APC operative, currently I have 2 businesses running in Sierra Leone.
Absolutely.
In just 2019 alone, me withholding tax, not to tax where I pay. I do 2-3 contracts for Marampa Mining. I do for American Embassy. When then they pay me, then they withhold 5%. When they check me withholding tax, now 1.34 billion leons.
See.
Now I don't pay. So if me a taxpayer, then pass a policy which might affect me, not as a business, not as a politician, as a businessman. And people are saying you should not talk about it. And then they say, oh, somebody they say this na APC panel.
No, it's not.
We invite the SLPP man who will sometimes some of my SLPP colleagues.
Now the second time issue.
No, some of my SLPP colleagues, when things go wrong, then they concede. What I don't understand.
Yeah, not true.
During APC,
a lot of them they do.
During APC,
then they pray for
when APC go wrong. Some of us they critique APC, then they can't join we they even march go down in streets against we political, we own party. When they take a decision, we will not happy, we they protest. We say the truth. But I they see a dynamic shift when it comes to SLPP, whatever comment you give, and whosoever they listen, I'm not on this panel as a politician. I'm here as a concerned citizen and a businessman who get business running in Sierra Leone. When me tax money, I don't know where I go.
Hello, good evening, caller. Now, where they call me? I'm sorry, they call me from, please.
Hello, baby.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
This is Thonkla Pa Yamba and Ahmed.
Yes.
Yeah, Thonkla.
Thonkla Pa Yamba and man.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
What they call me? What's your name?
I just call about Buchura.
Okay.
For the people picking group,
okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so we they take the last we try to forget the last call there. Okay, move to the next.
Yes. But again, as I say, I want to nail this issue by having a remedy.
I can come in.
Yeah. What is the solution? What if it's an government to do for address this matter?
To me, I feel say, as I said earlier on, if you remember, I say the decision is too swift. This alone like a deterrent. However, they don't get no alternative, a measure. Where we say, you know what? Would they put on there? Would they camera go on the other side? That alone is slap on their side. They will not provide this provision. Say, oh, then why they can't stop them because we no one deny, we not believe say what they do illegal or whatever it is. This side when they go now. This the jobs are all on create now. You understand? And what thing I feel say the government they do the wrong thing now because I feel say they not they create avenue. The fiscal policies and to me they're very wrong. You understand?
Yes, caller, good evening. Where are they call? Where are they call from? Hello, caller.
Hello.
Caller, good evening. What's your name and who's are they call from, please?
Yeah, this Adams. This Adams number the talk.
Oh, Dr. Adams.
Dr. Adams.
Good evening, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, listen.
So I just actually tuning the the program. I want to give credence to waiting me board of City talk about.
Yeah.
That during the days of the APC, you see legal APC members when APC do something we no right at a particular time.
Yeah.
They come out and then criticize the party.
Yeah.
And some of we were all doing that. And then at the time you see SLP will come around you, thinking that they are genuine as you are, not knowing that let me just want to score a big political point.
Yep.
But for me, as the member of the APC party, that's no means say we were weak. It's just to show how genuine we are, that we love Sierra Leone and care about Sierra Leone. That regardless of the fact that we party begin in governance, when something is not right, we were bold enough for call them out and for make sure that we get corrective measures. As for both
Adams,
I can't recall saying any legal SLP proposal will ever come out and say, oh, this is not right. I think that we need for change direction to make we get things going in a better way that will be all inclusive or to the benefit of every Sierra No. But again, it continues, that again, they continue to expose them as to the genuineness of the current leadership and the agenda membership of the SLP party. So, as I say, I just want to give credit to that it is something that we some of you are aware of, but going forward, I think we learn as we go. But that still doesn't mean that we're going to do, because for us, as a party, Nigerian income first.
Absolutely.
So we individual benefits for that of the party.
Okay, Adams.
And I am pretty sure that on that basis, we'll make people still come back in 2023, because the Sierra Leone people will realize and see the vast difference between the two parties.
Okay, Adams.
Anyway, thank you very much, Mr. Bangura.
Thank you so much. Adams, you don't give some salient points there. Mr. Sesay, I just want to learn somewhere.
Okay.
Now, this thing will happen. It's not too late for the government to revert back to the drawing table. Say, guys, let's sit down. Let's find an amicable solution that will help you now, help the country.
Yeah.
Because why? These guys are self-employed. Don't look at this guy as just figures. Look at what they be fabulous. When they feed. So in that village, they put in that village where they feed. After till they stop, till they salon.
Yeah.
Things are very hard. Yeah. Now all the way they change $1 there and they get commission. They will feed the house them, feed the people them, pay medical, pay fees, buy stationery. Even the free education where they count, people are still paying school fees in university, and they go for buy stationaries. They go feed the system. They build house them. When they build house, that development.
Yeah.
They buy cars, that development. They are even employing other people who trade for them. That development is helping the country. Because you rather get somebody $10 than you go thief, not so. Yeah. So for me, power government, if I listen, even though one of now Peking Dodge, come tonight, but I talk to her direct in place.
No, he's a liberal man. He's a liberal man. I like debating him because sometimes when he is here, when you see issues, he take notes, then he will tell you. Say there is a work in progress. He always economical with the words because I like debating.
The process.
In conclusion, to me, I feel say the dollar boys get a very important role for play. They get very important. They get very strong organizations and at all. Yes. What do they expect at this point in time? Let them engage the government. Let them
call the government for engage them.
No. Let them not then deprived right now. Let them engage the government. Then try for strike a mean, because the most important thing about the press release is the hawking.
Okay.
Then he say, okay, you cannot hawk anymore. You cannot break Mutskadena Street. You get for trade now you premises, which is bad. You understand? Now, then for engage the government, this is a policy, it's not a statute.
No.
You understand? Not only na parliament and pass. It is not set on stone.
Exactly.
The government can say, okay, because of this, we are a sensitive government.
Absolutely.
We want let the citizens. We don't want this. We don't want create more unemployment. We dey strike a mean with una. So to me, in conclusion, I dey ask, because you see now we country. We want personally, and I trust a lot of people will agree with me. We want to let this government succeed. Because election they far. Angry not sabi color.
No.
Green, red, blue. Where angry can one get angry. It's the most democratic doctrine.
Of course,
angry. So please, we are here to make sure because the last time I text the president, His Excellency the President, I say I want to meet with her, and he replied me. And I should say when I go, I say I want dinner with her. And to be honest, I want to meet President Mother Bill, tell her and say, sir, some of your policies are not working.
They're not working.
Of course.
Some of the physical policies, Your Excellency, sir, I don't think they are feasible. They're working, sir. No. We want for make. I know say they make a policy U-turn. Then I suggest waiting me feel na my own Lily experience as a businessman
Yeah.
from the opposite aisle.
Yeah.
Talk to her, because I've been in the corridors of power.
Yeah.
Hey, when President then I pala even tembra, now they see the peak of sycophancy. If the president, you know, they say the king in robe,
Yeah.
the king, the naked king.
Yeah.
So God then is a people and they come before they tell the president. We suffer that during EBK time.
Yeah.
For let them tell them the truth. People then decide for they know they tell them the truth. Past other portions. So me, if hopefully the president grants me my appointment when I go back to Freetown, I will meet him and say not to just the fiscal policies. Why is he's not engaging us in the APC?
Exactly.
We want for let it tell we say keep quiet and not they do so, or let it would they call them pillow talk.
Okay.
Let hear it from we, because listen, if the government they so today, the country they so today,
Yeah.
nobody know they go blameless. APC can be blamed. SLPP had 43 members of parliament in the last regime.
Yeah.
So any bill when they pass in parliament, until the record reflects say they walked out of parliament, I'll take it, they endorse it.
Okay, Mr.
So please, if we conclude that, let the dollar boys engage the government.
Okay, let me give you a my own take. I just want and buttress what you talk now. I feel say when we get a cohesive engagement where you go allow democracy for play. Say irrespective of the political party, being it NGC, C4, CFPC, make we all come sit down and we come to a consensus agreement as to how we run the country. If only they get that mind for put all our grievances, say let us sit here, use think tanks on both sides. APC go get think tanks, people that will go sit down, they think ahead. Say this policy, this go work out with solutions. But if we don't do this, I feel say it will always hamper the progress of the country economically. Because make a tell you one thing, fellow participant now. I feel so get a lot where they trigger the growth, economic growth. It did a lot in other country. Even cash crops. Now don't look at Ivory Coast. They don't get other thing. Now cash crops, pineapple direct to France. Now the highest exporters of coffee. That's not the only thing they lead. They don't get diamond. Like what would they fetch for diamond, gold, for kilo set. Now only agricultural products. The same thing they go back to Uganda. Let's talk about Uganda. The same thing. So I feel say they get a lot of other things where they go do. If they don't create them every day, if they call them over there off, maybe they get send them please. Anyway, make us stop.
Okay, so I mean, family, we can't say this matter. One thing we will not talk about.
Yeah.
You know, say there was one point where they offload a lot of millions of dollars in the market.
Yeah.
In the work. And there's policy. We get policy. We get two type policies.
Yeah.
Binary. You get policy where plausible.
Yeah.
We get policy where implausible.
Okay.
Right. So the one thing we don't see, however they say I've been a critic, but the policy them so far, they know water. They are implausible. Even the free education I'm talking about, I say they for the like drawing board, they embark on consultation the entire country, all stakeholders before they roll them out small from nursery, primary school, secondary school, university. That's where from go. Right? You need just can offload policy of this nature where money, nobody cares. Boom.
On that note,
Yes.
I hate to conclude. This government said one thing that they want to close leakages, but sadly they close leakages.
They open sickles.
They open drainages. Now, in that sense, mind you, where is the origin of our foreign exchange? We get our foreign exchange through the central banks through a public auction monthly.
Yeah.
This public auction is done on basis of highest bidders, and they sell only to institutions and high exporters them where they export bulk goods. In other words, whether they import rice, whether they import bulk sugar, and the banks. So the retail banks, when they had this money, where are they taking this money? They're supposed to give it to their customers. Now, if me customer only 30%. Up as 2016, I did a due diligence in Sierra Leone. We only had 1 million bank accounts. Okay. 7.3 million people, 1 million bank accounts. You know why it's 1 million? Because government pass a policy, every civil servant for pay through the bank. If you take the civil servant and bank account, we don't even have up to 500,000 bank accounts. But we get over 3 million businessmen then at the country. So that don't tell you say that money would not get bank accounts or they able get them.
You get them.
So that is why when you suppress the speed.
Hello, good evening, caller. Where are you calling me?
So
where are you calling from?
Don't fix me though. You didn't have to do. Don't fix me though.
Hello.
So okay, we move now to the next topic. And they let you introduce the which one? They go to the
better for the world too.
Yeah, well,
okay.
We'll not go to the civil registration.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll take a quick break, just 1 minute break.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we introduce the topic of the National Civil Registration Authority, the press release where they say if you no register, you no verify, you know the vote. So stay tuned and thank you very much.
So guys, now hold on here. We just go for like a minute or two break when they come back live.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
If you're having credit problems, I feel bad for you, son. 1,000 problems, but a car ain't one. Wheels for sure got me back in the car. Leasing with my credit, I was like, man, forget it. Who would have thought I'd be accepted and more? But now I got the keys, I feel so pleased. All types of cars, Fiats, Minis, Renaults, you know, boom, boom, let's go. Wheels for sure, car leasing for every credit score.
So Nikki, you're a winner.
Yeah, I've won 3 times now.
Wow, is that all through Lifestyle Bids, right?
That's right. So first I won the Music Awards, which was in London. Then I won the boxing match, which was in Cardiff. All I had to do was bid 83 pence for that. And then the music festival, which was in California.
And the private jet?
Yeah, made me 3 mates won that too.
So I think it's definitely safe to say that Lifestyle Bids works for you.
Oh yeah, Lifestyle Bids definitely works for me.
So don't just dream it, bid it. Go to lifestylebids.com and let the adventure begin.
The dreams come slow and they go so fast. See how when you close your eyes, maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely die. Oh, oh. Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Oh.
Two-piece entertainment.
Jala jala, I got you jala jala. Koro wano, waka. And see they say monkey ne left in black hand. What today you don't get you at hello? Yes, so listen to me now. Salam. So yes I got you. Nothing no go snatch you.
If you spend 30 pounds so
I am and I will. I am Ahmed Sesay from the Health Show Partnership Program. It's World Cancer Day on February the 4th, 2020. So what are we going to do about it? I am a wife, mother, and a sister. I am a nurse with a special interest in cancer and palliative care. And I am a game changer. So join us on Saturday, the 7th of March, for the 2nd Annual Cancer Conference. There will be speakers talking about prostate, breast and cervical cancer, myth busting, and looking at cancer from a traditional and religious perspective. You would walk away saying, I will get smarter, I will get screened, I will eat healthily, and I will create change. So, let's work towards a brighter and healthier future. I am and I will.
Yes, viewers, now welcome back to the second segment of the program. This is SaLone Tiday via the most powerful medium, diaspora voices. Me Alhaji Thonkla, on my left again, my brother, the most powerful Mr. Ahmed Sesay. On my right again, the most supernatural Pa Yamba Din Kamara. So we'll go to the next topic, but I apologize to una followers in our Facebook, una comment them beaucoup, so no go for it all. I get Mrs. Bangura we say SAP operatives will never appear in any. Well, that's true. You see, because data program there, it will be a binary way would get views and counter views, but when they not come next time,
but this is the second time this.
Yeah. So we'll get Sarah Kalon we say what did they cut off. For anyway, I don't want to say you comment, and we'll get Yamata. We say when the federal government has no policy, that is true. But anyway, we just appeal to the government, make una try to get an amicable settlement without picking them. These are your children, because democracy is about the government of the people, by the people, for the people, and these are the people who voted you. So if you try to deprive them from growing, it don't make sense. So because we want people that work for working at the country and feed the economy for the government to implement a policy there. So Mr. Sesay, the next program, sir.
The next topic now, a topic way very sensitive, because if we not take time, this topic get for bring kuskas na that country. On the 20th of February, the Director of National Civil Registration Authority, that is, that man where they give their ID card na government to have that directorate. Then pull the press release say, then they try for do voter verification, personal details for register, for confirmation of personal details na the country. Then they begin from the north, then give 6 days for do that, then go na the south 6 days, then do western area 6 days, and then the eastern region 6 days for comply for confirmation of voter registration. In other words, if so I get ID card, I been don't register for vote, I just need for go confirm say me name then at the voter roll. Then they tick me say I don't confirm. If I not confirm, then me data no go day for vote. Now they are saying that for register for confirmation of personal details, they have the mandates for. I mean the law give them mandates for get that data. You know, section 14 of the section 14 of the National Civil Registration Act 2016. It give them mandates for get that data for the country, for compile data. That is the mandate they give to them. Okay. Now they issue a letter say if person not confirm in details, he not eligible for vote now the next election when next year the city council, local council elections and presidential elections. Then further say now that in other words now then they in other words then they compile a voter registration. So this being therefore attracts the attention of all political parties. Say no, it literally, if you say would I not confirm in data, would I not confirm by the time una give this notice match, is not eligible for vote. In other words, una they compile a voter register. Now the job of compiling voter register is the sole job of National Electoral Commissioner.
That's it. That's the point.
The section 33 of the National Constitution, this Constitution of Sierra Leone, conferred power to the National Electoral Commissioner only for compile a voter registration by word. And then forgive, even that gets a statutory footing. The president of Sierra Leone is the commander-in-chief and is the person with whom the power and the mandate to proclaim commencement of registration is vested. Period. In other words, when voter registration one begin, the president, they give approval, President His Excellency Julius Maada Bio for give approval to the Electoral Commissioner, say, I give you approval for start compilation of voter registration. And even that, When that's not happen, the Electoral Commissioner in turn shall give 15 days notice. Say, I want comments, and this is how I intend to do it. Now, with all this law, where even the letter where they say now in reliance of section 41 of their own act, when at the National Civil Registration of Authority 2016, section 41 say yes, they have the mandate to compile data and keep data, but section 42 further define what type of data. Marriages, civil registrations, divorce, nullity, and any other one they may deem specific within this registration. That is section 42 of the National Civil Registration Act.
So that is specific.
So it doesn't say electoral register. Otherwise, it will have done by inquiry, by error.
Yes.
Yeah. But even if an act override an act, the Constitution, now the grand norm, now they get the final say, and the Constitution section 33 make it expressly clear, say the power for compile registration invest on the Electoral Commissioner neck. Okay. So it writes for let this man can say now then they compile voter registration, because there is a procedure.
That's the point.
They have to determine eligibility. NEC then train for that, for determine waiting the 2002 Electoral Act say about eligibility. You have to have the right to be voted for. You get for be read English with some degree of proficiency. You for free of crime. You for ABCD, and they train for that, for eligibility. Okay. So, and eligibility they stem from the voter registration. You cannot be a minister of government if you are not registered to vote. You cannot be a member of parliament if you are not registered to vote. So there is trajectories we follow when a neck no more train for that. Okay. So we they ask the public, waiting make NCA go do this, and remember this has been a 3 solid misinterpretation of key statute. The Financial Act, where they write, where presidents come, where that the first act we assent, where will be also tell and say it was done in error. Thank God they withdraw. And then they enact another one where, thank God they no enact them. They just pass and president no assent, where they say he's not accountable for all in per diem. We go contrary to in drive towards corruption, anti-corruption. Yeah. And I'm glad the president withdraw, even though it's too late, but I'm happy he listened to the people he withdraw. Yeah. So this one, if the National Civil Registration say now then get the mandate, is it a ploy for rig the next election or for marginalize the vote? And tactically, why does it have to start in the north?
Yes, well, that's the point.
When constituency one start from Kaila.
Mr. Say, make a step in small. This ring a lot of bells, and I look at me. I was in Sierra Leone. I did as an way they will do the process register. We even do fingerprints. A fingerprint, nobody gave me a fingerprint, not so. And that are data we do not actually incorporate into the national statistics data. Right? If the one for do I'm genuinely and fairly, okay, what about we the diasporans who did it? Say, okay, if diaspora, if you get a card register, go to the nearest embassy and put it on so.
Yes.
If this is genuine, if it's a genuine process, diaspora and then this alone, the nearest embassy will go there, show your ID card, then go tick it says indeed you did. It exists in other age today. Therefore, you are eligible to vote. Secondly, let's look at the hidden agenda behind this. Is there any plan from the government inside? Say, come on, we will try to eliminate certain amount of group of voters them from this list so that we will get majority. If this is a journey process, and besides, my brother don't state the law clearly, and there's no way this NCRA will encroach upon the powers of NEC. NEC is the constitutionally mandated body where they actually process people for vote. So if you go take other government kwango for can encourage upon that, it's like a type of critical clash. Or Paul net say no, come on, we can't do this. So and again, other issue we have to look at. What is the role of this national statistics alone? Not just they keep data.
Yeah. National statistics and SaLone is just one entity.
Yes.
Where the National Civil Registration Authority, they derive data for keep. License office is another entity. Like in the UK, we have the gateway system. The gateway system, they only keep data for everything, including your driving license, your passport, your date of birth, your NHS, your
compacted into one.
They are just there to compile data. National statistics, now their own duty, now forget that data and delimit the country into constituencies through the census, public census. So based on those census, that is where we delimit the country. Now so they generate a voter registration.
Okay.
And every 10 years. But the problem is, when the chief minister can, the first thing where he throw a challenge on, say, in doubt the census reports where the not
high vote
get 1 million 1.8 sorry
population.
Now 180,000 we put the southern region and eastern region combined, the north, they only pass the north by 180,000 votes. So in what is say, why the north they almost double the south and the east. But what you don't understand, there were 6 active mining licenses at that time. There was Marampa, there was Gulf Gold, there was London Mining, there was every mining in the north. People mobilized during that census.
Yeah, Mr. Sesay, make I just jump in. Sorry. I feel say more will just be genuine to ourselves. Because the country, if you look at the demographic setting of Sierra Leone, this is not just the truth. The main tribes the way they think about, the big ones are the North End. You get the biggest tribe one at the Timinis at 35% now the North End. You understand? The second one at the Mendes now 31 point something now the Southeast End. You get the third one at the Lima now nearly 7%. You get followed by the Fullers when about 5 point something. The Fullers and the North End, the Lima and the North End, the Kurakona big tribe at the North End. You get the Locust at the North. You get the Soso at the North. You get far way north Kwenadugu district. You get the Madingos, the Fullers, and the Yalunkas. You understand? So when you comprise all the tribes, it clear, the picture is very clear. See, the population is supposed to be on the other side. You understand? Now come to the western area. Of course, we know say that the central, now the economic web of Sierra Leone. One, it attracted a lot of people there. The attraction today because of jobs opportunity. And when you look at western area, divided into 2 fractions. You get western urban, we get the bulk of the population in Sierra Leone by sections. Now the most populous western urban. After that, if the Poloko split, then give 2 or 3 children when go join cabinet, Poloko na the second. I can able to give you instances why. Poloko not get big town there like Bo and Kenima. But Poloko gets about 6 big towns there with huge population. Start with Poloko town itself. You get considerable population. Now come to Lonsar, you get big population. Come to Mashaka, you get big population. Go to Lunge, that Lunge na Poloko, Kafubulong, you get big population. Go to Pepel get big population. You understand? So when you look at the way they look at things. So to me, I feel say there is a hidden agenda with Mr. Sesay now. Because we all go register. So it means we've been alienated.
Yeah,
we don't alienate you completely.
Automatically
we've been sidelined. And the bulk way they come on, the diaspora, I can both say Northwestern and Zebubokunaya. I have been to America on many occasions. I've been there. I've done there. I don't travel a lot. We plenty now. And Bokov will go register. So it means I'm going to vote now because I get to go vote. You understand? Mr. Sesay was there for 4 months, some weeks, with a crisscross mania for just help the process for support APC. So me don't go vote. So now this system they put out. After every 10 years. I believe say you have to do this. So why now? What's in the team, Mr. Sesay?
You see, the European Union now then come up with this initiative. European Union, they want by 2023 make we do biometric system for votes. Okay, the biometric system meaning biometric registration. Okay, So, but the deviation, and I will tell you this for free without no hesitation.
Yeah.
Waiting the guys and the afraid, because all these agents, they're not genuine. These directors, these parastatals, they're all partisan.
Yeah.
It's no fact, and it's something that I will not hesitate to say.
Okay.
They are all partisan. Now, waiting then hesitates now that if we go voter registration by biometric, say goodbye to vote stuffing. You can no longer stuff ballots.
No more.
So waiting then one do, if that is the case, you have to reduce the voter numbers now the north if we are
in western area.
Western area.
Yeah. When APC strong.
Because they know it will create a pandemonium, and then go by the time all man they catch up say we're going to vote by registration, then the number don't reduce.
Don't shrink.
Then while they are vigilant na this by the east, everybody they go. So if we can now for do vote by biometric, because they say vote by biometric.
Like what they do now.
Thank you.
Now that system they want.
So but they don't want to let the biometric go to the voter electoral register. Because for money, the idea was we had a consensus with all the political parties. The idea was we not get money for register everybody. So waiting the voter electoral commissioner for do the same polling center where you can go register.
Thank you very much.
Then go give you a day, 15 days. Then they go end your names. And you for ensure say my name is not there. My name is there. If you name the day, you go do the biometric confirmation.
Thank you very much.
You go home. If you name not the day, na new registration.
Thank
you. Go home.
Thank you.
That's will not they go again say will they do new registration? No,
it costs money.
All you need to do just go confirm that my name is on the voter register. If that happen, we're going to see a surge in the number of electorate voter with the register. Now south and the north. And then if that happen, even in Makeni or Bo or Lonsar or Potloko, no political party can just go and stuff ballots, because when they come for votes, then they give you the new biometric ID. When they give you biometric ID, the polling officer, they go look in book again look for your name. It is scan you.
Now scan in the scanner. Exactly.
If it show say yes, you register. It give you ballot paper. When they fold the ballot paper, when they go give you, you go to the other officer for go verify.
For say na you.
When you make so pop, they stamp you ballot paper. When you show red, you be don't come before. You understand? When you
so what of Mr. Sesay if somebody go take me home?
No, it possible.
You go take this man go take me home, but me not they wanna fraud him. He just one can do overvoting. How they go
it possible.
If you got
just answer this.
It possible, but if I count with you index finger there, for cut the count there.
For cut the count.
Now this for cut the two count
with them. When count with them, then the thumbprints they come.
So
show red.
So therefore, to me, what they talking about? There is a plan.
No. So if that happen, no one single party no go na corner again and say they can't turn all one place.
Yes, APC no go do.
And it is archived by satellite. In other words, when you go vote inside Samaya Bendugu in a forest, then they give connectivity. It's almost 90% connectivity. If connectivity not there, that device there, the moment we then they still vote. But the moment we in that data they already the computer they already programmed for them people they reject you. But in not they store the voting data. But the moment we come out Samaya Bendugu we Chonkoli use Wi-Fi, automatically
you don't trust
it. Okay. The data they archive. So within 48 hours, you go don't know the winner. We win the election.
We win the election. Okay.
You understand? Yeah. So nobody know want that transparent system there, as far as them concerned.
Exactly.
So the National Registration Commissioner, he can't say, let me tell the European Union say for money's sake, let's just do one side. Let's just use the voter registration, the ID card and voter together. Waiting,
how many people don't know
but if forget say You forget say the constitution not conferred that power to national civil registration.
Thank you very much.
For compiled voters.
Thank you. Yes, Mr.
So Mr. Sesay and Mr. Pa Yamba, I like no analysis there, but one thing I look at is the alienation of certain groups where we don't register before. So people pay their money, travel, come on here, go register. So if you go back to this sincerely, make engage the entire consulates across the world.
Luis Man Bacchus, let me reply you. You say what works in England cannot work in Sierra Leone. This system, it's now the European Union, now then they fund them.
Yeah.
We know they say not a we. Now European Union they fund the biometric registration system. So not to say now APC or SLPP come up say we're going to do this. Now the European Union, so they know that they don't do the needs assessments. They know it's going to work. That is why they embark on that, and it's a simple process. For make sure say we get everybody by 2025 inside we computer a database. When Ghana has done it, Senegal gets every citizen inside the database. So if this government say that they do them, and through European Union, it's a laudable effort. The only thing was saying it has to be done in the most transparent manner.
Transparency.
It's laudable.
Yeah,
I admire the government.
Everybody from the country.
I am happy that the president took the initiative. Forget everybody in database on board, but it has to be transparent.
Yeah.
If National Civil Registration is compiling their data, let them do so unhindered.
Okay.
If the electoral commissioner announce dates for compiling voter registration, because you are going to disenfranchise your citizens living abroad.
Absolutely,
of course,
absolutely.
You understand?
Yeah, they don't imagine.
What are the reaction of political parties towards this issue?
The political parties had a meeting. They took this to Parliament, and the Speaker of the House, in wisdom and with all respect to the Speaker of the House, the guy, I can still remember a certain member of Parliament, Kaloko, moved the motion.
Okay.
And he laid this, brought this to the attention of the House. And the president, the speaker, in his wisdom, adjourned and decided chambers hearing because he was overheated in Parliament. Okay. People are supporting, and this is why what I don't understand. As a lawyer, we are bound to give the Constitution first the literal meaning. That's waiting. John is a man mean by English.
No, that's
you understand?
The golden rule.
Yeah, the golden rule.
The golden rule. Yes.
So give first the literal meaning, what it says in plain English.
Yes.
But in plain English, enough for ambiguous. First term where they use Latin.
Yeah.
That is why they said if the golden rule don't apply, then we go literal. Purposive meaning.
Yeah, absolutely.
You understand? So the member of Parliament were so vociferous in favor of this, but the speaker said this is a very important matter. It's a statutory concern. We have to do a chambers hearing. From the chambers hearing, he now summoned the director of the National Civil Registration Authority for face and a Parliament, which was So I at that point, I'm really happy the way the Speaker of the House handled it.
Mr. Sesay, just 1 minute, Mr. Congressman. I feel say an office of transparency now. Because if you check where we in the free time after the election, we have more members. These guys, they don't plan all the things they do so for far too long. This is how we plan. To me, now me don't believe. That thing where they pull. You understand? Now they're in majority. Forcefully, now bulldoze and bulldoze. Then they're in majority. Nothing, no shambolic law, no the way they go pass. When they go to, because they don't fight their own way. When they not deserve for they in majority. Tell me how they will be countered. This I'm worried, Mr.
Section 33 is entrenched.
How?
It cannot be removed by a simple parliament vote. It has to be a referendum. It's a constitutional matter. It's not an act of parliament.
So what?
In other words, if you want to confer the powers back to National Civil Registration Authority, fine. No parliament, not a binding company. If they want to repeal and replace her, it therefore be expressly repealed. Okay. But Section 33 now, when a constitutional matter, not to just parliament by simple majority, they say you now want change in our constitution in this way. It's a constitutional matter. Anybody will not want Allah any constitutional clause when I entrench, if you want the international community see you as that person, it has to be to a referendum. We don't have the money to conduct referendum.
No.
And what is wrong with the act we confer national, and it has to be in the general public interest.
Absolutely.
For change an entrenched clause like section 33 in the 1991 constitution. We conferred this power. And 1993 not just conferred the power to the NECO, it conferred the power to the president, the mandate, the chief executive of the country.
Yeah.
Now in the investor power they too. So you trying to usurp it is a treasonable offense, contrary to section 108 of our constitution. Usurping the power of the president is offense under section 108 of the SaLone constitution.
Even Mr. Bangura, even way back about before the Tira census, I still get the figure. The North Nabi carry the largest population. At that time, you understand? I make if you check Pakaba in time, when you combine the APC stronghold and Northwest, then you get over 500,000 votes ahead of them. Pakaba in time, when I go back, anybody deny me, may go back. May go reference that time. So no watch now. SMB been conduct a move. So how the magic go there? Whether they don't born triplets them or boku picking away will happen. No one see I will.
No, but one thing I respect you. You know the country landscape. You know you don't know the figures. No, honestly, you know the topography,
the demographic.
Oh, no, but I study demographic.
Yes,
I study.
You know, so there's no way I could defy you.
Yeah.
But what he made look at now, yeah. One foresee a collective effort within all political parties to come together and endorse this process. Endorse this process for Moku Ivo one people call a law the illegality. Yeah. Because otherwise, if other party come to mind, will do the same thing.
The process will continue.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Only for confirming personal data of registrants.
Yeah.
It will continue as scheduled only for, and we will participate for the simple reason for compiled data of registrants. In other words, if I get my own ordinary ID card, if na Masimbe I been get they go back Masimbe, I go confirm, say yes, na me card this one, I change it for me to biometric. I photocopy then snap me, I can take me biometric ID card. So in other words, I don't deny the system. But if you have the new passport, if you have the new passport, the new equivalent passport,
you can vote.
No, you already don't get the biometric
absolutely
data.
Yes.
Anybody who carry the new passports don't already. Anybody who get the new ID card don't already. It's just a confirmation. So we know they try for stop a process where National Civil Registration Authority is mandated to do under the Civil Registration Act 2016, Section 41. What we are opposing is the second aspect where they want to say, if you do not show get biometric data, you're not eligible for voting in the next local election and the subsequent one. That is where the problem is.
Well, that's what I mean.
Because if anyone bring you down,
yes,
I will wait for stamping.
Exactly.
My problem is
system.
It's not the conduct of the director of the National Civil Registration Authority. My problem is the silence of the political party registration council. Because the commission, the political party registration commission, they mandate now for secure a fair play. They're the referee.
Yeah.
So the political parties, all political party association, issued a very strong counter statement. And then PPRC no kind of come inside like what you expect say
clarify.
No, you don't have the right.
You're right.
Like what the Speaker of the House did. The Speaker of the House say he wants to know the notion behind the press release first before he can comment, which was very sane thing to do.
Yeah.
You understand? So he summoned the director for let the director can explain. But the all the parties, they don't make them protest known to the European Union Commission and then take them on board, and they don't make them known to the government as well. They wrote to the president. Now he get the authority, the supreme authority for declare and tell them say this pass cannot be usurped because they fall under the realm.
But you know, say you mentioned something. You say Kailau Nana constituency 00.
Oh yes.
So why not for start from Kailau all the way, then take and categorically take out to the last.
They qualitated because of they want to quantify the north first and see how they will fiddle. Figures there. No, these are
no, but even the SLPP time of Pakaba,
yes,
they not far supersede any region as well. This is just
no. If you
not to forget what APC time, not to unnecessary time. Go to Pakaba in time. APC was
it was, but
foul.
We cannot once where there is foul play or suspicion of a foul play.
Yeah.
Every other suspicion will follow.
It will follow. Absolutely.
Because once you don't do the action,
yes,
then it's on me to deduce your motive.
Yep.
And you cannot blame me if I think, say, which I deduce from this move.
I'm wrong.
Yeah. Now for Rick.
Yep.
Because it is not like something that this is an act of parliament that establish your entity. You should know that like the back of your hand.
Exactly.
And in your press statement, you actually put that as an authority, say pursuant to section 41 subsection 1
yes,
of the 2016 Civilization Act.
I am mandated for this.
You understand? You further went to section 43.
That 43 very significant in this.
I have it lay out all the criteria.
43 no interpret the whole thing.
Section the Public 43. Election Act 2012 section 8 give mandate to the public, because that was what I thought. It give mandate to the Electoral Commissioner for appoint fit and well persons, capable persons, for delegates that authority for act as for compiling registration, for act as registrar. You know, that was trained personnel. It doesn't say institutions. You understand? And a new act. We no go can override an old act. You cannot put act pantap an act.
If you go with the
therefore pull am,
go with the
a conflict go to one, and they not do one. So now make who they say, because the reason why would they delve on this? Imagine if the term reach for vote, and people then say we don't ready for voter ID card, and then people then say no, well, una no go vote because he waiting to una no can register. That's how we can that thing they with the job.
What if I lock am? I know say you come. As you come, I give. But who they will make you
jeopardize?
But who they will make you?
I mean, even the SLPP guys.
Now your area, I will make sure say now 300, now only 100 I will make them make. I will fair me as easy.
Even the even the opposition will agree with me. Say if APC do the same thing, I will be very clear for telling you cannot do that.
No, if APC says I do wrong,
you understand it? You cannot do that.
You know, APC no go wrong.
Let me tell you,
be transparent.
when they delimit a country, I agree. SLPP, the South and the East. Interestingly, they have more constituency than the North.
Yeah, that's of Magaita.
And the West.
That's go back to Magaita.
Even now, as we speak, they have more constituencies than us. Because they get more districts there.
That goes back to
I beg to differ. When you look, because Western Urban alone, they get about 21, yes. Western Rural get about 6.
Yes.
So think about that. The North they get about 50 something. So the North and the West get more than them.
No. I'm not saying the North and the West combined.
You talk about just the North, and compared to the Southeast. Okay,
they get more constituency.
Because I'm talking about Northwest. And Southeast.
No. They get more constituency them. So,
but nobody just say Kono. Now the only swing district in Sierra Leone.
No, I'm not.
So kick them out of there.
I need to look at political. I'm just looking at the propensity for ladies culminate into
a problem,
a war.
Yes,
or a dispute.
God no go agree.
So for let we as citizens see this, because we cannot. You see, when the government is not performing, we have to have the straight institution and systems. So then go afraid say they will kick us out anytime. But let them not relax say no matter how poorly we perform, we get Uta or keep stone.
Absolutely.
Will they come back to
power? Now, like blind man, the stone, you don't matter.
Then it's going to be
a massive stone.
As I say, somebody asked questions. Say, waiting and wait forward. What is the resolution towards this issue?
Transparency. It's just there's little the government, the people can do right now because the law is the law. They cannot proceed.
Yeah, but what about potential public revulsion?
No, action. We know they tell the public for revolt.
Not to revolt. No. Not to say people don't go for votes. They say don't vote.
Now imagine you talk to Mr. Sesay, Mr. Ahmed. He say if you go for vote and you name not been dead.
Exactly.
Now, but you naturally my did it.
You don't understand.
But they don't deter you in a way. They find way for just pushing at the corner. Now you can't vote in agree. Then will beat you.
No. We know they go to remedy. We know they go to remedy. Right now, we they try for at this point.
Yeah.
For make a nonsense. We're waiting for His Excellency the President for make a pronouncement. Say what they wrote because all political parties wrote to them to the President, including the APC.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. All I'm waiting for now for say yes. I don't get to now. Una letter now this na my response. I believe say because it is not an executive government policy. You understand?
Yeah.
This is a delegated legislation. They have the mandates, they're professionals.
Yeah, for
do waiting they want do and waiting to them. When they go wrong, they do anything wrong, the president get the mandate or the minister go tell them say una for make a U-turn, not to so una for go. So what would they expect now? Let the president come back say, okay, you know what? We want things then for be straight. Now the country. We don't want let anybody manipulate. When APC was in governance, they did everything in power, even to the point that a lot of people are not happy when the voter registration was compiled.
Yep,
because there are more polling stations now than the south past the southwestern area and not combined.
The polling stations. Thank you very much.
So at that point, they can.
They make that easy for them.
At that point, they go vote. But under the doctrine of, I mean, because they delegate this power to the neck, they summon him in parliament, and he say he's the professional, and according to our laws. Once you delegate power to a professional, you cannot question the conduct of this professional passed by judicial review. You understand? We can do a judicial review at that time. But the APC said, APC said, well, that was the lapses of the APC. Then they don't pass now. Nobody not go back say, let us check.
5 minutes.
Yes. Let us check and see whether this voter registration. But in the interest of fair play, they left them. Let all man go na the polls and seek mandate. Then go seek mandate. The winner emerge as the SLPP. Do you understand? The SLPP not raise any flag on the process. They raise flag on few process where they come back to. You understand? Now, na them turn. If APC say raise flag, say no, this not even an issue for debate. Because it is not constitutional. Period. We not even we don't need for go to court for interpret. The constitution can only interpret the law. This is somebody using the wrong source. You understand? The wrong vehicle. Then go just say paddy can on this vehicle na boy they go not to McKinney. Simple. They not need for say where he reach, then go tell you. Then for just say candle. We don't need for reach that side there for begin go check say whether this man pay. Candle na this vehicle for go. Simple.
Yeah, that's good. So Mr. Bangura.
Yeah, well, this viewers, followers across the world and contributors who now call. I just give a tell and thank you. Like we'll get on a program, but obviously we'll talk about that tonight. So the other agenda we're gonna program we now about the president's wedding and the Lausanne issue that will move to the next episode. We go more talk about Ma because now he passed the public test. We go talk about Ma because he passed the public interest test. Mr. Sesay, you know, we got a test. No, well, so if he pass that, we this is a lot they go talk about.
Right now, we get for put hierarchy of crisis.
Absolutely, that's why we
in order of how important
exactly.
They When we put I mean, the wedding don't come, it don't pass. As far as me concerned,
but we'll see
it don't pass because there is a whole lot of debate whether the support whether B is timely. We all agree saying right, not to so.
Of course, yes.
The consensus was the timing.
No. The only thing at the timing, everybody.
Not the timing. As I say, it's a public figure. It's the fountain of honor of Sierra Leone. We have to have because not give them the platform.
We cannot. We cannot question that. We cannot question whether it is our money until the Auditor General publish a report
about
waypoint say at such and such a date the president fall outside because the government gets a extra curriculum activities where the national security for cover the president 24 hours where they in governance. You understand? 24/7 in governance. I make you see where Obama say President Trump they go na engulf self the Secret Service they did it. He go na Trump Tower self. The Secret Service they pay bill na Trump Tower for Trump. You understand? So to me, whatever we may say, the wedding don't pass. It is not morally okay. Some people then go say legally I therefore reserve my opinion. But so far, the key issues there now, the economy is sinking.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's it.
It's
so
sinking
now
and it's sinking so fast.
It's nose diving.
Why if he say this thing? Now the fiscal policy is another.
It is a collection of every factor. You know, you cannot. I always they go na the Millennium Challenge goals. The Millennium Challenge goals. When you say then 3 tier, na get sustainable governance. Not so.
Absolutely.
When the just ruling justly. You understand? Investing on people. Do you understand? Then economic freedom. Economic freedom. Let me come to economic freedom. How could you say economic freedom?
What about security?
No. Well, security. No, I can't. But I'm just saying about the MCC. They're challenging. If you come about economic freedom, you want to boost you criteria. And guess what? This is why whenever SLPP saying the government they work, I say bring your MCC report. MCC report is not condemned by the source is not from APC SLPP.
Independent.
Now United Nations, like the health investing on people, they want to know they did well. Investing on people, educating the girl child, they scored 65%. Good. In health, they had 55%. It's a pass mark in health. But you get for be collectively all. So how you go get health, you score mark, but the one where you fail the under 5 clinic now cottage hospital, they know they get food. The pikin they know they get ration. So if person come out Kabbalah, come out Moyamba, come out Kaila with him pikin overnight. Ration no dey for the past 8 months they know they feed people in hospital. So you come back to that is investing in people.
But the president married.
You come back to investing in people, and then you come back to you talk something about ruling justly. Ruling justly including civil liberties, including rule of law, political party rights. You understand? If all the index here now that begs the question: why did APC pass the MCC and they had $22 million from the MCC? During Anesco, my first governance.
Well, I feel say maybe
because if they pass all these indicators,
if they pass all the indicators, so I'm not saying no reason why for the
you understand it. So and you at this turn you fail most of the indicators and you say your government is doing fine. How? That is my worry. Then you just ask. No, well now they ask. Me, I have no answer. I'm just asking.
The government they do well. How? Why?
How?
Yes,
fantastic.
I'm not say
I'm not here to oppose. I'm supposed to be objective and ask question to the audience. I'm just a panelist. Play calm and try for give me your interest. But I'm just saying
please give me the platform. The government is not doing well. The country will grow economically because of the obvious reasons. I mean, I want to say President Bio started with wrong footing because one thing why I start in management, investors and get conditions, preconditions, we call them prerequisites. One of key very important. They get about 5 indicators. Very important. Where I'm not talking about. First one is stability, security. Because that investor one for go to tools them, employs them, where it will go up from Freetown to Kalao, no problem. Stability. It will go to invaluable machine them, like that's a dredge.
Yeah.
Dredge, the minimum cost $1 million.
Yeah.
You want to go, you're not going to dredge the next moment they go burn. Stability. Secondly, in looking at energy supply.
Yeah, of course, if you know they
if like they are high grade machinery.
Because na the backbone.
And energy supply will be sustainable and reliable.
Yeah.
Don't forget sustainable and reliable.
Reliability. Yeah.
Then the third one, which also very very important. Understand it? Yeah. Now I don't need stability. I don't need the energy.
The energy sector.
Road network.
Yeah.
That road network. That network. If we left for go Cambia, quick. Like I do Cambia, quick come and go fine. Pass Cambia go in and then go see bad road. No, they fine. If we forget access to infrastructure, them access to the country, the road network.
Yeah.
Understand it? Then the human capital. Forget people are waiting for a company.
Yeah.
You know how for going for hire Italian and German man go to SaLone go work. The country will feed in demand for employment.
Yeah, not to
understand it?
Yeah.
That's plenty in it. So this side. So if we one for Leo and one thing I say one for recommend, even country for that thing for changing them. If anything to say, oh why? Because why? When see mentions, oh Sierra Leone, oh say Ebola, walk to the country. And one thing about marketing, image.
Image, yeah.
Image very important. But Sierra Leone, oh that country so
not stable.
It's not stable.
Yeah, it's not
that's
stable.
it.
So what are you rating on the corruption? Because you don't mention all the index.
No, well, yes, the corruption.
How will you rate the president?
The legal. I've been mentioned as the legal is another indicator. Because that investor, if he goes to millions of dollars to go invest, you know, let us go deep. Go take money. That person go free. It goes scot free. But if you get a legal system, when the person hold them, they get that money, get back. If you get trust to the system, understand it? Yeah. So that part of that system is that corruption. Part of the legal system, that legal framework, it defeated the corruption. The corruption fight, now other indicator where they did, this country is about fighting corruption. If I go to a country, I don't go invest, no problem.
I'd like to conclude with one thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I'll start by asking you, if you're a president for 72 hours in Sierra Leone, what you go do for change this situation? Because sometimes we know we just critique.
For
no give suggestion.
Yes.
Let me conclude by asking you a president for 72 hours.
To me, the most important word we say they start first now for bringing cohesion. Because you see what happened at the country today. It's clear, it's obvious, it's segmented, it's partitioned because due to party politics. So to me, the first thing I do, I call for everybody. Let us sit down, we dialogue, we come to a consensus agreement, and how we move the country forward. That will be the first step. Now we do. Then after that, I think about women. The bedrock of any development in this country, that the empowerment of a woman. If you don't empower a woman, I swear to God, that country economy is strong. Because when you begin maths, now the mama na with you. Now they teach you, now will make you get a better educated society. The mama, me and you go fed money. So the mother is very significant in the society. So to me, I think about empowering the mother, talk about peace, and make sure I create a lot of jobs. You understand? One, and Sierra Leone rich in mineral resources. We land in fertile. If so humorous that it enhance crop productivity. So therefore, I look at the mining sector. If you don't work, I embark on agriculture. And I don't see other countries today. I refer back to the east. A country like Uganda, they are doing well. No one get diamond, no one get gold, like just on agriculture. You will be surprised that Uganda and banana they export because we export rate is very low. Therefore, we economy weak.
GDP.
So if we get more exports than imports,
that's it. Listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Last time.
Let me see how best the president you are.
Yes.
You have 120 seconds.
Yeah.
For telling me if you be president. If you keep to that, you'll be a good president.
Thank you very much. The first thing as a government, what we say now for try do as a leader for pushing the country for compete to other threats within the country. Like we get Africa Coast, we get Rwanda, we get Ghana, we get Nigeria, we get Guinea. These are all competitors. Our push is where we attract investment. Not a public sector to create. Public sector to create employees. Now the private sector. So I make sure say I boost the private sector for create jobs. They pay me tax. How? By even for create stability. Make a conducive atmosphere, invest in the country, they create jobs, they pay tax, I put the policy there. If I don't create that perfect atmosphere, at the point, because what life will Sierra Leone would name it not good. Because when you say Sierra Leone, oh, civil war, Ebola.
Yeah.
You understand? So you don't mention say you think outside the box. You do something where you go attract that possibility that was what for Rwanda in the castle. Pushing the country in a way that it actually competes with other people in a way they don't even grow already. So if that's the first important thing, get investment. Not only investment, get a tsunami of investors in the country. Because anything, you get a policy, it's like a policy. Yeah. For the people that have money. But if you get investor, when they come in tsunami numbers, then they pay tax, or they pay income tax, then they pay a company tax, then they get money and they feed policy there.
Tax is very important.
The country will grow.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it. Easy.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
If I be a
so if you, Mr. Sesay, you said we get 30 minutes.
The answer,
yes.
If I'm a president, 72 hours is short.
Yes.
I don't want to be a president. That is where we draw the curtain for tonight. That is how we conclude tonight, and that will be it. It's been fun interacting with you people and my brothers here, Mr. Abdul-Din and Mr. Thonkla. I posed the question because he was an aspirant, and had it been for any other reason, he would have been your president. That is why I posed the question. So he's on record.
Yes.
He's on record to show that his presidency will boost business, will give concessions, and will do a whole lot of things. So please keep that video. You might need this in 10 years to come or in the near future. Who knows? So thank you very much. That is how we draw the curtain.
Thank you, viewers. Thank you very much.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Our host tonight was Mr. DJ Little, as usual, community champion, and
our junior son.
Our son.
What's your name?
Mixmaster K.
Mixmaster K is here.
It's the co-producer of this show tonight. Actually, is the producer of the show tonight. Yep. So next show, please watch out for Mixmaster K. He's been very generous to us, and the studio is getting bigger, and we're going global. And stay tuned for a very important personality who will be gracing this hall, these walls, in a very few days. Very important in the political landscape of the United Kingdom, and that will be kudos to our brother DJ Little. Right. So thank you very much. I hijacked the show from Mr. Thonkla. No problem. It's been nice to you. I thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
May God bless you all.
If you spend £30 so
I am and I will. I am Ahmed Sesay from the Health Show Partnership Program. It's World Cancer Day on February the 4th, 2020. So what are we going to do about it? I am a wife, mother, and a sister. I am a nurse with a special interest in cancer and palliative care. And I am a game changer. So join us on Saturday, the 7th of March, for the 2nd Annual Cancer Conference. There will be speakers talking about prostate, breast, and cervical cancer, myth busting, and looking at cancer from a traditional and religious perspective. You would walk away saying, I will get smarter, I will get screened, I will eat healthily, and I will create change. So, let's work towards a brighter and healthier future. I am, and I will.
If you having credit problems, I feel bad for you, son. 1,000 problems, but a car rank 1. Wills for sure got me back in the car. Leasing with my credit, I was like, man, forget it. Who would have thought I'd be accepted and more? But now I got the keys, I feel so pleased. All types of cars, Fiats, Minis, Renaults, you know, boom, boom, let's go. Wills for sure, car leasing for every credit score.
So Nikki, you're a winner.
Yeah, I've won 3 times now.
Wow, is that all through Lifestyle Bids, right?
That's right. So first I won the Music Awards, which was in London. Then I won the boxing match, which was in Cardiff. All I had to do was bid 83 pence for that. And then the music festival, which was in California.
And the private jet?
Yeah, made me 3 mates on that too.
So I think it's definitely safe to say that Lifestyle Bids works for you.
Oh yeah, Lifestyle Bids definitely works for me.
So don't just dream it, bid it. Go to lifestylebiz.com and let the adventure begin.